Conversation you can ever have is backstage. All of the funny you can have right here backstage. Pass out laughing, yes sir, here at backstage. Staying on topic with conversation, make you think, hey, please don't be scared. Making a fuss, they jokes, partner, please lighten up. The comedy's about making life funny, bruh. And if you're ready for the show now, follow me backstage, cause it's about to go down.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yours truly, the voice, Mr. Savoir Faire, the DL Marshall, and you got it locked into the award-winning DL's Backstage Pass Conversations, where we bring you the hottest music, interviews, talk, and topics this side of heaven and all the funny you can handle. Welcome in. We have had a great season 2, and it has not stopped. And on today, you know, as always, I can't get this done unless I'm doing it with my on air ride and die, my comedy comrade. Y'all know him as the Brown Bomber of comedy. Give it up for none other than Mr. Bam Brown. What's up there, Bomber?
What's happening, good brother? Salutations, man. Everything is well.
Salutations, good brother. It's one of those ice cream sundae, hot chocolate with cherry and whipped cream smothered in it type of days. And I'm happy to be here. Hey, man, we got some royalty in the building, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, definitely. We've got Quartet royalty. You know how you have your Prince of Wales and you have your Prince Charles and your Prince Harrys and your Prince Henrys. Well, we have a Prince of Quartet, and we have him here, right here, and I've been excited for this. I've enjoyed his dad's music forever. Man, when I tell you his dad was the coolest quartet singer that I've ever got a chance to witness live, share a stage with, didn't move at all. Y'all already know where I'm going with it, but this gentleman here not only looks like his father, but he sounds like his father. Now, Bam, I know you love good gospel music. You know I'm a quartet head. I know you like quartet, but I'm just gonna give you guys a smidget of what we're talking about. All right, here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. None other. Man, not only does that brother is the spitting image of his father, not only is this brother smooth and cool, sounding like his dad, but you can tell that he is a barber by trade because he was fresh and he was clean with his cut. Give it up for none other than Mr. C.C. Williams. How's it
Yeah.
going,
Oh man, just right. How about yourself?
man? I'm doing good, man. Happy to have you on, bro. And
Yep.
looking at that, I know you hear it all the time, how much you remind people of your legendary father, Lee Williams. But man, looking at that, how much do you see your father in you?
Well, I can see a lot of it, but when I'm in it, I guess you say I don't see none of it. I'm just in it.
Right. So what made you say, okay, now is, first of all, let me first backtrack and say condolences, since this is the first time I've spoken with you. Condolences on the loss of your father. We all feel the void that is left by his passing, but we don't feel it like you do. I know you miss him daily, so our condolences to you and prayers continually. But when did you decide, all right, I know people been asking for this, but it's time for me to take front and center of the spiritual QCs?
I guess it was guess around 2017 when I guess you could say God started working on me
Yeah,
about it. You know what I'm saying? My dad was that's when they was preparing the farewell tour and everything, and me myself, I wouldn't at that time I wasn't thinking nothing about it, but um, as you can see, the guy had different plans. I was just sitting there one night, and I can tell you a story that I was sitting there one night and I was watching one of his lives, and he had got, I guess you could say, he was sick, but he had got stuck on one of his songs, and right then it was something that went all through me that let me know that I belong on that stage.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, man. I'm glad you were obedient to that too. Go ahead, Bam.
What were you? You said it kind of kicked in at 2017. What was you doing prior to that?
Cutting hair, I'm still doing that. Also, on the side, I've been a barber, man, ever since, like, well, professionally
Uh-huh.
since 2004.
Uh-huh.
But I've
What
been cutting hair since I was a teenager. Yes, sir.
was you? Were you like singing and performing anywhere, doing anything, low key?
Man, nah, bro. 2000, 2018 was the first time I ever put a mic to my mouth, man.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. So fast tracking to 2024. How has life changed? You know what I mean? From 2017 going into 18, but now into 24, and you are who you are now.
Man, all I can say, God is amazing, man. He has put me on this journey, man, and it's been nothing but amazing. And just to understand the words that I'm singing because I'm having to live them,
Yeah.
learn to lean and depend on Jesus, and I can't give up, man. All of that is resonating in my life, so it's easy for me to be able to sing them songs and understand them. So God is a genius when He make a plan on what He needs to happen, bro. I'm just
Oh
be
yeah.
honest with you.
So
Oh
no,
yeah.
so no.
Yeah. So when you start saying, all right, I'm looking at that, and sometimes when you get into the same field or you're around your dad or you look so much like your dad and have the mannerisms, and because people missed your father, how much pressure did you feel before you even heard God move you in 2017? How much pressure did you feel to probably do it even before God had moved you?
Well, I wouldn't call it so much a pressure because, I guess you could say I had a pressure release I had built up for that. Because, be honest, let me tell you another thing. God had already been giving me 1,000 of hints that
Yeah.
something might transpire in my life like this. Because if I had $1 for every time somebody used to ask me, did I sing?
Mhm.
Uh, I probably be a millionaire. Ask me, you ain't gonna sing with your daddy? Before this even happened, to transpire. So you know, I ignored it. No, I tell them, no, man, I cut hair. I don't sing, you know.
Right.
But I never knew that God had this plan for me. But as you can see, I'm here now.
Now, do you regret it all not moving in enough time to sing with your dad, or do you just feel comfortable at the pace that it has taken place?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. This was all on God's time. I
Yeah.
would have loved to have been on the stage and shared it with my dad. But I'm gonna tell you another thing I share with you. I had an opportunity in 2011 and 12 to travel with him for a minute on the road. So you know, like I said, God is a genius.
Yeah.
He was just I guess in a sense of introducing it to me in another kind of way. But anyway, I can recall a time that I was sitting on side the stage saying to myself, I would like to share the stage with my dad one time.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
One time.
And I tell you, God came through with that wish. 2018 on his last anniversary when I got to share the stage with my dad. So
Praise God.
uh, I just thought about that. Now, if I could have went back and on the side of the stage again, I would have said, "Let me share a bunch of years with him." But you know,
There you go.
Yeah, you say, well, since you're listening to my prayers, let me get a
Right.
few more years with him.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Quartet royalty, son of legendary Quartet singer Lee Williams, Mr. C.C. Williams, who is now making his bones and making a name for himself in this quartet industry. Now, I'll push back just a little bit. You said 2018, first time you ever put a microphone to your mouth. Man, what was that feeling? Because you know, I believe I remember the concert you're talking about. How many people I realized came out? Some came out to see, is he gonna sound like Lee? Is he gonna move like Lee? Is he gonna sound bad? What emotions was going through you, CC, when 2018 came around and you was ready to go?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing that helped alleviate a little bit of it.
Uh,
It was sort of like a surprise that nobody knew I was gonna do it. So you know that alleviate the pressure of is he gonna do it? He gonna do it. But yeah, I could tell you, I was shaking in my boots, man, the whole night.
couldn't get no
palms,
rest.
man, palms sweaty. I'm wondering, you know, just all kind of things running through my head. But at the end of the day, I knew I was gonna have to do it. So
Yeah.
hey.
So did it start there like 2018? It was a surprise to everybody, but had you already had it in the works, or was it like that night on in 2018? Boom, here it is.
No, I remember like in 2017, like I said, when I was watching that video. After that video,
Yeah.
I started praying more about it, and I understood that the window of opportunity was closing for
Mm.
everything. So I started. Well, I tell you, I got with a guy named. I know you probably all know him. You should know him if you don't, Mr. Josh Miles.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
Josh, man, Josh helped me out a lot, man. Not only just gave me confidence to do it, but he gave me some pointers and everything on working to get toward this where I'm at now. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like I owe Josh a whole lot, man, for real.
Yeah, we played Josh Backstage, that Holy Ghost,
Yeah.
collaboration he has. And man, Josh doesn't get the credit for the production side and the engineering side of his Holy Ghost talent. Now, Bam, Josh was the one that was singing when Harvey and them came to Kansas City and we were emceeing with her.
Yeah.
That's Josh, the big fella.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah,
Josh.
yeah,
So
yeah,
shout
yeah.
out Josh Miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So CC, now that you have gotten everybody attention, you caught them off guard, you slid on 2018. Now the expectations is rising. What have you considered to be the roughest part of Quartet? The singing or dealing with the politicking of the Quartet industry?
Um, I guess it got a balance to it because it's all about perspective anyway. I I already know, like I said, in 2012 and 11, I got a sniff of how everything's gonna be. Anyway, so some things don't surprise me about the business part of it, but the singing part, I guess you would say, would be the most roughest part of it. Yeah.
Is it the traveling? Is it the the gigs? What is it? The rehearsing?
Well, most of it is rehearsing. It ain't got nothing. I love the traveling, man.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
that. I figured that.
He said, "Just call me when it's time to sing, and I'm gonna be there."
Just show up.
I've been listening to this music all my life.
Yeah.
I got it. Just call me when it's time.
Yeah.
So we love hearing you sing your father's hits. But how is it? Are you satisfied with that, or is there new music in the horizon? What has been moving you now? Are you guys recording? Are you finished recording? What's happening with the new CC Williams, Tommy, and the Spiritual QC?
Well, that song you just played was gonna be on our new album. So yeah, we are coming out with some new music. We're finishing up on some things that we gotta wrap it up with, but it should be coming out soon. Yes, I'm looking forward to give the people CC Williams also, in the future.
Well, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Where you see the climate of Quartet? Is it advancing to you? Is it advancing? Is it raising up, or is it kind of is it dwindling out? Where you see it?
Well, I can't say either or. All I see is me focusing on making the best I can from what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
If it is dwindling, I'm looking forward to come back up, and if it's rising up, I'm looking to lift it higher.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's sweet. That's sweet. Because music is, number one, it's subjective, to whoever's listening to it. But you got the younger generation now that we as Christians, period, are trying to bring up. I ain't gonna say out the muck, but we trying to bring them up to a different standard. And with Christian music, gospel music, Quartet, I believe that if the right sound is in their ears, then they will adapt to whatever's going on.
Right.
Yeah, I got a question. It's Quartet and it's cut, meaning barber. So you being a barber, and a lot of the concerts and gigs be Friday, Saturday, and possibly Sunday. How did you have to be like, hey man, now y'all cutting into my money, man? Like, we gonna have to cut back. Do you cut back so many bookings, or is it just like you tell your people, hey, y'all better get in here before Friday come, because I'm working now Monday through Thursday? How have that had to be adapted since you've taken off?
Well, I do by bookings anyway. So if I do my best to be proactive, if I'm not gonna be here on the weekend, I'll go ahead and block it out, and they'll look and see that I'm not gonna be here. So if they want to cut, they'll come on in, But yeah, it was a pretty easy transition. Even by me being a barber, it's easy for me to, not to have to talk to no boss to get off to go. So
That's true. That is true. Now, when you said you want to give people now a little of CC or more of CC Williams, how much difference on the upcoming project will CC's personality be opposed to what we've seen live on stage and seeing the image likening of your dad on this project? Or will there be just, okay, I gave y'all my dad's music, now let me reintroduce you to who I am?
Well, I can say one thing, man. I can't help it. It's in me. I'm probably not going too far from the QC sound, because that's the background. That's gonna be my foundation regardless, because that's what I grew up on. That's what I know. So it's gonna be orientated around the QC, but it's gonna be with some CC flavor, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Your style, your do you feel? I love the style. I mean, I dig it. Just standing in one place, belting it out, getting it on out. Do you feel that CC needs to move and get the crowd involved. You know what I mean? I'm over here on this side of the stage. I'm running over here. I'm sliding across the stage. You know what I mean? That style that you have, I know that's Dad's style or part of his style. Would you deviate from that anyway?
Well, I'm just gonna have to say we're gonna have to see, man, because I'm working on actually for real, I'm working on myself to really find myself to who I am on the stage. So
Yeah.
even though I'm like I said, I'm starting from the basis, and this is what I know.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit there and sing, So if the Lord tell me to move or He make me move, I'm gonna move. I ain't gonna have no choice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, when he said you better do it.
Yeah. We got CC Williams of the QCs as our guest backstage here with DL Marshall, Bam Brown. And man, we're having a good conversation with a dope conversationalist. And you being a barber, thank you for taking time out on this time of your cutting to do this. Now, what is up next? What are some of the tour dates that's upcoming that you would like some of our listeners and some of our viewers to catch you at, and what cities and what dates?
Well, we're gonna be off a little bit on May, but we got next weekend, the 27th, we'll be in Norfolk, Virginia.
All right.
And we're looking forward to everybody come out to the Lee Williams Legacy Fest we're having this year. We have it every year. Well, it's the third year that we're having it for the Lee Williams Legacy Fest in Tupelo. And in honor of my dad on the 27th and the 28th of July.
Okay.
His birthday is on the 28th. And, we just do something to celebrate, something like celebration for his birthday, but at the same time keeping the legacy alive and his name alive.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Bam. That might be a excuse to get down to Tupelo.
I'm already looking at some dates.
Yeah, I've been to Tupelo one time, CC. Before I did comedy secularly and did taping for Def Jam, did the Comic View. Then I started singing with some family with the Quartet group called the Sons of Jericho, and we came down to Tupelo. Mama Evelyn Turntine, y'all were in the park. I forget the name of the park, but you probably remember this. It was Turntine, Lee Williams, Paul Porter, and it was a Saturday Sunday thing. So on Saturday they did like a showcase out in the park.
Right.
Hosted by Harold and Bam Shelley, Bridget Bam Shelley.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a good time down that way. So I always said I wanted to get back there. We made one mistake while we was down there. One mistake, and it wasn't on stage. It was at hungry. And we went to this look, I think it was like an IHOP, but man, you walked in and everything was Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And when we walked in, Bam, CC, it was like on Life. Oh, you boys dining in or you're taking it out? I don't think we need to be here.
Wow.
Only mistake. So now that people know and they've gotten used to you, CC, being on stage, what changes now do you want to? I know you said if Quartet is dwindling, you want to be a reason it raises up. If it's raised, you want to be the reason it's going higher. What do you see, CC Williams and the Spiritual QCs, how do you see y'all lane driving it higher? Because I feel like Quartet, the excitement in it is starting to build up again. How do you see you guys fitting to drive that? Because I see you guys have a place.
Well, stay true to what we're doing and keep God first of all, because that's one thing I want, if I can, be the best example to exhibit, not just to say I'm perfect or nothing, but I'm gonna be the best man I can and the best version of myself. So therefore, working with the group, I'm on and letting them know that this is what mission we are on, and praying that everybody, buy into the system that we could put this thing to where it needs to be, or just be who we need to be, so it goes where it needs to go.
Amen. Amen. Now, do you find yourself writing on this new project? Or are you producing on this new project? Or are you just simply being a voice and a personality and a talent?
Well, I did a little writing on this album here. Not much, but just to basically introduce myself to the quartet world as this is a piece of CC, and I got more to offer. And
yeah. Would it be more of not stepping out of the shadow of your father, but you want to make your own name, make your own lane? Is that what I'm seeing or hearing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Not to ever say, hey, that ain't my daddy, whoop, wop, wop, but
right.
I want to make a lane for me. You know what I'm saying? I want to actually do this for God, number one, but then for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I totally get that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got it locked backstage. We have Quartet royalty, the one and only Mr. C.C. Williams of Tupelo, Mississippi. He is the front man for the Spiritual QCs. We still got him for a little more time. C.C., I'll say this, man. One thing I liked about your dad, I got a chance to meet him about 4 or 5 times. I got a chance when he came to Kansas City, and I think we went up to Topeka with him a couple of times. But your dad was your dad. And I know you've heard this before, but man, the way you talk and the way he talked, it's the same. And the way your dad was on stage, I would see him on stage, of course, before I met him. And then meeting him, he was the guy that I saw on stage. And not all the time you see people and you meet people that you enjoy their work in this business, that they're the same person off the stage. Man, your dad was so kind. He was the same Lee Williams on that floor, standing still, flat-footed, killing a house, as he was standing, taking pictures, as he was sitting down, eating, even on his bus. Man, when you hear people speak of your father that way, how good does that make you do? And how much does that make you say, I want to be that same way?
Well, it's very honoring to be able to say that it's my dad, and man, just to be honest with you, growing up with that dude, I guess you could say he planted a lot of stuff in me that I didn't know he was planting in me, So I know a lot of people say I'm so much like him or whatnot. I can't help it. Yeah. And I can't say it's in me because much people say it look like it. It's on me too. So I'm just
and
gonna
it's so funny listening
accept
to you
it all.
talk. I'm sorry, but just listening to you talk, man, Bam, is making me reminiscent of hearing his dad talk and like asking his dad as an upcoming quartet singer, what is it which you have advice for? And when you said, be true to yourself, live what you're singing, and just trust God. That's what he said. And to hear you say that, man, I swear it sounds like Lee coming through you, man. And it's the same, or I'm getting the same genuine essence off of you, man. What is it that you would like to see Quartet embrace? And what is it you would like to see Quartet let go of?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, I would like to see the quartet embrace more love for each other. I guess you could say, let it be just when you're doing what you do, let it be for the Lord and not for yourself.
Yep.
And I guess you can say in the same sense to let go of anything that's keeping you from serving the Lord and not doing it for yourself. So
That's dope. That's dope. What songs thus far have you sang or performed that and what city is number one? Answer this one first. What's your favorite city to perform in? Do you have one?
I can't say yet, man. Let me get to some more cities first. gonna make. I don't want to make nobody mad at me. You know.
For real. For real. All right. I don't want to cause no.
Hey, man. I got asked that question on the interview we was doing. I ain't gonna say the name, but we were doing the interview and we got asked that question. I said, the last one I was in, the next one I'm going to. So
that's what you're supposed to say. Yeah. What song do you feel is the one song that when y'all sing it, it's gonna tear the venue up wherever y'all at? What's that song?
Well, I will say the most touching song won't have to be "Can't Give Up," man.
Can't Give Up.
Yeah.
Dope.
That's a lot of people's favorite song, man. And, there's no denying it. So,
Man, one thing about Lee, man, he's probably the only quartet singer that I've seen with my own two eyes, ambulance, come in and snatch folk up out of a concert because the Holy Ghost got just that great. Yeah. The spirit was just that major that people were so juked and passing out that, man, people had to like just escort them out, take them, fan them. The fanning wasn't working. Hey, man, can we get this wagon over here? We got smoke. And did that ever, when you saw people screaming for your dad, dancing around to your dad's music, did you ever just say, dang, my dad is that dude? Had you ever thought about that?
I have. And you're absolutely right. I'd be just astounded, man, when I would sit back there, like when I was traveling with him and be on behind the stage and just to look out at the crowd to see the people and the reaction. And it was amazing, man. Like I said, God's a genius. He wanted me to see that because he wanted it. He knew I wanted that same feeling. So that's what I'm working for, you know.
Now, when we look at CC, man, you are, like I said, the epitome of your dad. But when you said he imparted in you a lot of nuggets without you realizing it, do you think he taught you how to be so mild-mannered, so calm, so even-keeled, so evenly spoken, or do you think that's just something of genetics?
I would say it's more of leading by example, because that's what he always exhibited in front of me, and he never showed anything different on, off the stage, at home, wherever we was. He was the same person. Never seen him just get upset with nobody, you know, other than us, the kids.
Really?
So, you know, just to be honest with you, yeah. So, you know, to exhibit that type of personality and characteristics, man, I've been shown it all my life. So it just, I guess you could say, naturally come about. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, that's something that you gotta have, not only in quartet, but in music, in entertainment, period. Even with the comedy field, there's a lot of times that it's best just to hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battle is the sanctified way to say it. But there's some nights, man, even when Bam and I'm like, hey, I go talk to Bam. I'm like, hey, Bam, because Bam is more calm than I am until you stir him up. And so when I'm stirred up, I'm like, hey, bro, I need you, man, because I won't let him pray for me. That's a whole other thing. I won't let him pray.
Oh, man.
I will let him talk me down. Okay. How do you handle that when you in your spirit say, okay, Lord, that's enough. That's enough. Especially when you say, I know I can physically put this person back in their place. How do you stay that calm?
Just actually, I guess you could say years of practice, man. I've been, I guess you could say, going through situations that you know how you can look back on your journey and say you don't understand why you went through so many of them situations like that until you asked me this question right now, and I can say I went through enough situations that I had to keep my cool that it just became a second nature to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it came about. Yeah.
Yeah, there is definitely a time and a place for everything.
Right.
Definitely a time, and practice makes perfect. Well, perfect practice makes perfect because
There you go.
I'm a gentle giant. I mean, I'm a big dude, but I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. But if you touch me, family, this dude right here, I'm gonna try to calm it down. I'm gonna try to calm him down, but. Hey man, if we gotta go there, we'll pray about it afterwards, you know.
Right. hey, especially when you say, now look here, man. I'm trying to act like I ain't hearing what I'm hearing.
Right.
And then I'm turning around. I'm seeing you at too many of the same venues and too many of the same events. Lord, I need you to temper me. Remove that off of me. But yeah, you do it perfectly, CC. So I want to commend you on that, and hopefully that'll encourage you to continue on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Hey, man, before we get out of here, we got a few more minutes. I want to do this, and I know you probably come to you all the time, but again, man, your dad was more than a quartet singer to this quartet singer / now comedian, and I still say I'm a better quartet singer as a comedian than a whole lot of these other quartets. I digress. But man, I just wanted to put this up, man. That's me and your dad, man. As you can see, that was a long time ago. But
yeah.
If you looked at that picture, and the reason why I put this picture up, CC, if you look at that picture, bro, you couldn't tell whose concert it was. Your dad's smile looked to be just as happy to be in a picture with me as mine was with him. And that's the type of person that your dad was, man. He made every person feel as though he came to that city for them. He stood in that line to take pictures just with you. So, man, I would say many blessings to your career. And if anything that I would suggest you do, take it from your dad, not his sound, not his demeanor, not his stage presence, but the man that he was and how he made other people feel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Bam.
No, I was just gonna say before we get out of here, where can we find you? Where can we find the music? You know, what's your social media handles if you got any? Where can we?
Well, you got an Instagram Spiritual QC's page. I got a personal Instagram, CC Williams. We got Facebook. I got CC Williams. And we got Spiritual QC's. We got Lee Williams and Spiritual QC's page also that I post some things on sometimes. So it's a few outlets. I don't do Twitter and all that stuff like that.
I don't either.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't either. Sorry, Elon. Not sorry. But yeah.
Twitter took me down a rabbit hole one time, man. Oh my God. I wanted to take my eyes out. I was like, what is this?
Hey, took your salvation, almost took your household from you. Well, hey, let's get into this video, Bam, that won't take you down a rabbit hole of shame, but a rabbit hole of praise. Let's get into this video of CC Williams and the QC.
I got another thing singing, oh, what a fellowship, oh, what a joy. everlasting. Yes, yes, I've learned and depend on Jesus. All I need is one witness. Anybody here that trusts me? I found out. Found out. Found out. Found out. All the time when I was down and I couldn't get up, and all I had to do, y'all, was trust in Jesus. That's all I had to do, y'all, was trust in Jesus. Can I tell you another thing? And I'm talking about me. You see, I remember it's been years ago. My body got fevered and I got sick, and then I went running all over town. Every doctor I went to, all the doctors let me down. But when I came back to church and I got down on my knees, and then I called on Jesus, and I called on Jesus, and then Jesus stopped by and laid his hands on me. The man healed my body, and he whispered in my ear. He said, listen, my child. Said, now while you was running from here and there, said all you had to do was just go down on your knees and pray. Don't you know if I healed you yesterday, today I'm still the same. When trouble comes in your life, call on his name, 'cause I found out he will. I've learned how to live. I've learned how to live. I've learned how to live. Is anybody leaning on him? Is anybody leaning on him? Is anybody here leaning on him? Is anybody here today leaning on him? I got another thing I want to tell you, and I'm still talking about me. I remember when I thought that I was leaning and depending at the same time. I thought I had a good job until one morning I got up and went to work, and I found out I didn't have a job no more. Didn't have nobody. Didn't have nobody I could lean on. Then I thought about my mother. I went and found my mother. Said, now mother, job is gone. I need somebody I could lean on. My mother told me, come on son, lean on me. I started leaning on my mother, and I leaned on her a long time, until one day I went to visit. Mother was sick, y'all. I couldn't lean on mother no more. Didn't have nobody. Didn't have nobody I could lean on. And then I thought about my father. I went and found my father. Said, now father, mother is sick, job is gone. I need somebody I could lean on. My father told me, come on son, lean on me. I started leaning on my father, and I leaned on him a long time. But it's one thing, my father forgot to tell me that one day he had to die, go away and leave me. Didn't have nobody. Didn't have nobody. I didn't have nobody I could lean on. And then I thought about my sister, and I thought about my brother, and I found out when you show up, need your kinfolk, when you really need your kinfolk, they'll turn and walk away, leave you standing by yourself. I didn't have nobody. I didn't Nobody I could lean on. And then I thought about my past. I went and found my past. Said now past, all my family don't let me down. I need somebody I could lean on. My pastor told him, well son, let me tell you what you need to do. You need to get down on your knees. You need to get down on your knees and call on Jesus. So I got down on my knees. I started calling on Jesus, and I kept on calling on him, and I kept on calling on him, and I kept on calling on him. When it looked like he didn't hear me, I kept on calling on him. I kept on calling on him. When it looked like he wasn't gonna answer, I kept on calling on him. I kept on calling on him.
Hey y'all, it is Sean Lee House of Sean Lee House Photography, and I'm backstage enjoying my favorite radio show and podcast, DL's Backstage Pass on Marsh Media Backstage Entertainment.
Welcome back. And if y'all was like me, Bam, I got lost. I kept going back from CC to Lee to CC. I was like, man, and you got to seeing they go to the stage, and then when they backed up, you start seeing more and more people popping up, man. And just you got it, CC. You got it. You got it from your dad. You're getting it from the Lord, brother, and just keep on pushing. How you feel when you see that?
Without grimacing at some of the spots that I messed up, I feel good though, because I know I've come from a long way, man, and I know I got a long way to go, but I'm built for it, so I'm ready for the journey, man.
That's what I like. Bam, you got anything?
No, man, it was just an honor and a pleasure, just for you to, number one, thank you for taking out the time. For us small folk, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, y'all stop, man. Don't do that.
No, man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I heard of your, I listened to your dad's music, and then here recently I found, some clips and some songs from you guys, and I'm a fan, brother. I'm a fan.
Appreciate it, man.
Definitely looking forward to what's to come in the future.
Yeah, definitely, man. And if we get a chance in July to make it down there, which is Tupelo, Mississippi, the Lee Williams Fest is July 27, 28, right?
Right.
Yeah, and CC, since you a barber, man, me and Bam, we're gonna stop in, see if we can tighten his fade up.
Hey, I used to have guys come in and ask me to do the same thing y'all just asked. But I did them a favor though. I did, since they, wanted something in my service. I charged them, but it wasn't for a fade. I charged them to find the hair that they had on their head.
Hey, this charge I have.
Oh man! Wow.
I think all the hair that used to be on my hair, man, on my head now, and then went down on my neck or on my back. I'm like,
that's nasty. That's nasty, brother.
You had to relocate. You had to have relocate, man.
Right. Hey, CC, where can they find you, man, again? And what would you like the people to leave with the people before we get out of here?
Well, they can find me on Instagram, CC Williams, C.C. Williams, the Spiritual QCs, Instagram, Facebook, CC Williams, C.C. period, and the Spiritual QCs on Facebook, and you can look Lee Williams and Spiritual QCs, and you can also Lee Williams Legacy Foundation on Facebook. Okay. And I would just like to say, man, I have so much gratification. I can't even show it all for all the people that supported the Spiritual QCs, man, not only since I started, man, since my dad was on the road. And because the thing about it is, if it wasn't for those people even though he had to be who he was to make it what it was, if it wasn't for those people, then it wouldn't be no me right now to have to
Amen.
carry on a legacy. So I just thank everybody, man. I love everybody, man. I appreciate you guys for bringing me on, man. It was an honor to be on the platform with you guys, and maybe one day when y'all get bigger, y'all still think about me and bring me back on again. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure. And you know
Nah,
what?
we just gonna meet at the top, man. We gonna meet at the top.
There you go.
All right.
And what I'm gonna work to do, CC, is just like I showed you that picture of me and your dad. I'm gonna work to get in a place where you and I can take a picture and I can say, yeah, I got one with the pops, I got one with the son, man, and that would be full circle. So, man, I just say again, congratulations, kudos, and man, much success to you, to Tommy, to the QCs, man. Y'all deserve it because y'all work hard. And long live Quartet, long live the legacy of Lee Williams through CC Williams, man. So I just say, man, God bless. Peace unto you, my brother. In the words of Bam Brown, salutations, good people, salutations. And man, until the next time, man, we appreciate you. Hang on backstage and we'll get some information from you real quick, CC. Hey, Bam Brown, man, another dope conversation with another dope conversationalist, man. We had royalty in the building, bro. And congratulations to you on completing another sold out show. You went down to Atlanta and you did a Friday sold out event. Then turn around Saturday sold out event, man. You had some guys that you took along with you. I think his name was Billy Bird Sr. and DL Marshall. But y'all sold out Atlanta and then came to Kansas City and sold out Kansas City. How are you doing that, man?
By the grace of God, good brother.
Hallelujah, have mercy.
It's all about God. Hey, man, this hey, it's been a cool ride, brother. It's been a cool ride, man, and I'll honor to God, you know what I'm saying, just for the gifts that he gave all three of us, you know what I'm saying, and everywhere we going, we shutting the city down, man. I don't know. It's all his timing, you know what I'm saying. But
amen.
It's a good thing. It's a good feeling for real.
Yep. And congratulations on your nominations, making it to the semifinal of the Kansas City People Choice Awards. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And as well to you, man. And we gonna make it. We gonna be down there together. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a couple of award shows that we in the same category. I'm not gonna say up against each other because if I win, it's a win for us. If you win, it's a win for us, and it's a win for Marsh Media. So, you know,
definitely,
I'm excited, man. I'm just super excited.
Well, Denver, Colorado, y'all up next, May 10th. The Gentlemen of Comedy Tour is coming to the Mile High City. Yep, that's right. We bringing that World Championship Kansas City Chiefs pedigree to the Mile High City, and it's taking place at the Solid Rock Baptist Church, and it's 7:00 p.m. and tickets are only $15. Go to www.officialtheedlmarshall.com. That's www.officialtheedlmarshall.com for more tickets. We'll have more information on that in shows to come. But hey, just remember, to the next time, on behalf of the Brown Bomber of Comedy, my own air ride or die, Mr. Bam Brown, yours truly, the voice, Mr. Sadwar Fair, the gospel of Jesus Christ is contagious. Catch it. All that you do, you make sure you do it godly. And until the next time we bring it backstage, y'all be blessed now. You hear?